taking on Wesley Harms. This is the first ever meeting of these two in a PDC Pro Tour event,
Wesley's won the
with Wesley having switched over to the PDC, came through Q School at the start of this year, the German-based Q School in Hildesheim. But they have met at the Grand Slam of Darts on more than one occasion.
180.
And Wesley Harms kicks off with a max.
97.
Yes, they met at the Grand Slam of Darts on 3 separate occasions. Wesley Harms has managed to win a grand total of 3 legs out of 23 played.
140.
In fact, to be honest, Wesley Harms, the most memorable
60.
things from Anderson Harms clashes for Wesley probably didn't really feature on the darts themselves. It was more the situation.
145.
We'll address that later. Potential 10-darter.
45.
Incoming for Wesley Harms. Double 18 the target. Medallions swinging about. No distraction at all. That's a 10-dart leg for Wesley Harms. What a start to this one. We've seen 10-darter from Chris Dobie on this board, a 9-darter from Mensur Suljevic on this board. We've seen averages of 106, 106 and 107. 3 separate winners, Mensur, Dobie and Darius Labanowskis.
180.
And Wesley Harms has started like an absolute train in this one.
60.
Welcome to our viewers on Facebook, just getting a taste of PDC TV.
55.
This is the third of 30 Pro Tour events, Players Championship events. We have 13 Euro Tour events, 3-day events all over Europe, starting in Hasselt in Belgium,
37.
taking in the likes of Budapest, Prague, loads of places in Germany, Leeuwarden in the Netherlands. We had qualifiers for the first couple of Euro Tours last night here in Wigan. Wesley unable to come through those. Gary Anderson just not bothered, not interested in going on the Euro Tour.
60.
But he is certainly interested in playing himself back into top
38.
form. He got a draw on Thursday night in the Premier League with Peter Wright. He was frustrated, actually, felt like he should have put him away. Peter Wright was struggling with a foot or an ankle injury. Wasn't playing his best, the world champion.
100.
But Anderson only coming away with a point. Felt it was a missed opportunity.
58.
Just the 58, and Wesley Harms' chance here to break the throw and double his lead. 10 or a 6 or a 14, where are you looking, Wesley? It is a 10 for that double 18 he pinned expertly in leg 1.
88.
Not this time around. Flying Scotsman, 419s, would leave double top. But it's just not quite there at the minute, is it?
92.
Just needs to work his way into this game, Gary Anderson.
Game shot.
And Wesley Harms may not give him much of an opportunity. It was a 6-0 win for the Flying Scotsman in his opening match against Gary Blades, another new tour card holder. Wesley Harms
140.
Sorry, no, Wesley Harms beat Gary Blades 6-0. Gary Anderson beat Jamie Hughes 6-2. Yoza,
41.
one of the top seeds. Gary Anderson, with his timeout injured last year, has dropped out of the seedings for these Pro Tour events. But having won the first one, you think it's only a matter of time
45.
before he gets back into them. But he's just not got going in this match, has he? That's more like it. Two-time world champion, winner of almost every major title here he's going, Gary Anderson, a great of the game. But Wesley Harms is not a man who's ever been short in self-belief and confidence. I was speaking to the Dart Show last weekend ahead of his first
140.
Pro Tour event, and was just quite matter of fact about it. I don't know how well this is going to go in my debut year, but they've got 3 darts, I've got 3 darts. Playing this game a long time.
140.
I think I can do it. At the minute, he's in with a very real chance of doubling the number of legs he's ever won against Gary Anderson to 6.
$76.
Okay, well that does leave him on double top, but Anderson back-to-back 140s.
26.
Buys him an opportunity which he spurns, and you can see the frustration. Those have been flying in. They were certainly flying in last Saturday.
Game shot.
It is 3-0. This the 4th meeting between Anderson and Harms. In 2013, Harms lost 5-1. In 2014, Harms lost 5-0. The back end of 2018, he lost 10-2. This is unprecedented, but he is averaging round about that 100 mark, and Gary Anderson down in the low 80s. He did say, I mean, he was superb
140
on the Saturday last weekend when he went all the way to the title. But he did say it's not quite there yet. It isn't. People think it is just because I've played well today or I played well
100
in the Premier League. It's not. I'm not throwing them how I used to. I'm not quite there. He said 3 months is how long it's going to take for him to be firing on all cylinders, or at least he hopes he will by then. By that time, of course, he'll have already played at the UK Open, which he won a couple of years ago. Unless he goes and claims the title, that'll be
100.
ranking money coming off for Gary Anderson.
$137.
More like it. There'll be a number of darts here for the Flying Scotsman to get a first leg on the board. Double 12, normally so reliable for him. Won a couple of world titles on it.
140.
Oh dear.
21.
All around the board we go, and Gary Anderson is not just struggling, he's in danger of being obliterated by Wesley Harms. Well, he will come back and have a look at this
84.
awkward 1-1-1. Harms has left himself 17. Just got to work around that one.
1.
Well, this might be one of those days where even one of the greats of the game cannot hit a double. 4-0 double break. Wesley Harms is not just in the driving seat here, but he's threatening to run over Gary Anderson. I'm not sure there are many people who would have had Wesley Harms winning the first 4 legs of this, considering he'd only ever won 3 legs against Anderson in 3 previous matches.
$91.
The winner of this one will play the winner of our next game on this streaming board between Jeffrey Desvan, the number 18 seed here today, a man who's won these titles before,
41.
and Harold Leitinger, another new tour card holder from Austria, came through in Hildesheim. Harms didn't win his tour card outright in Hildesheim.
96.
4 days of action there. The winner each day gets their tour card. The rest of them are dished out based on their performances over the 4 days. Harms, one of the most consistent performers, but Leitinger did win his outright.
$96.
Our first chance to see Leitinger on one of these streaming boards, I believe. Don't think he played on them last week. You might not see any more of Gary Anderson today, because 180 number 3 for Wesley Harms.
174.
And a fabulous shot from Gary Anderson, but it may be in vain because a Shanghai finish is well within the Dutchman's capabilities. Not this time. Anderson, the
100.
Motown shot, 4 tops. He's been missing doubles over and over and over again.
Game
Double
shot.
top gets him out of the hole. Finally, Gary Anderson gets a leg on the board, and it is a break of throw as well. Will Wesley Harms now have to hold off an assault from the Flying Scotsman?
137.
Because if he clicks, he could come back from anywhere.
100.
16 boards of action taking place around Wigan today. Every single match, every single visit covered by the Dart Connect system, tv.dartconnect.com.
85.
We've already seen some magnificent displays. 9 darts on the streaming board from Mensur Suljevic. Lisa Ashton, having made history winning through Q School, she's won her opening game today. And it's in a half of the draw
60.
where a number of big name players have gone out in round 1. The likes of Darryl Gurney, Rob Cross, Gerwyn Price. 3 top 10 players there. Peter Wright, the world champion,
47.
is only 5-4 up in his second round game against Adam Huckvale. And in fact, on Lisa Ashton's board, board 15, Christoph
100.
Ratajski and Scott Mitchell playing each other. Ratajski, the top seed on that board. Scott Mitchell, a former BDO world champions, 4-0 up on him, though. The Polish Eagle
100.
struggling at the start of 2020.
$140.
A little tap on the shoulder for Gary Anderson there. The 104 might have to go. Double top it is again.
84.
This one is pulled low. Wesley Harms has a chance for 5-1. A potentially fatal blow could be struck here by Harms on double 16. 5-1, magnificent checkout. And Gary Anderson, it looks like he is going to be sent packing in round 2. Nod of the head, he acknowledges it's a cracking shot, but he'll be more frustrated with his own performances so far. This is in the same
60.
part of the draw as Gurney, as Gerwyn Price, as Rob Cross, all top seeds who've gone out
100.
in their opening game. Ratajski might be about to join them. Could be another big name player and proven winner removed from this half of the draw.
100. $100.
I can tell you that Peter Wright is now in a last leg decider with Adam Huckvale over on board 5.
100.
Peter Wright were to go as well. My word, Glenn Durrant is still in the tournament though. He's made his board final, round 3, with a 6-0 win over Conan Whitehead.
$95.
That is just enough to leave a finish for Wesley Harms. The 161 will not go for Gary Anderson. 3
100.
perfect darts for Wesley Harms, and he claims his first ever victory against the Flying Scotsman. Not going to happen in this visit. And Anderson has struggled on the doubles
96.
all game. Struggling on the bullseye there. Wanted 25 to leave, double 18. Should be 5 for tops. There's the 5.
Game shot.
And there's the tops. Gary Anderson stays alive, at least for a little while longer. It is another break of throw. The last 4 legs have all been breaks of throw. 5 of the 7 legs have been breaks of throw.
83. $140. $140. 41. 180.
Well, Gary Anderson, there's been precious little of that in this match. His very first 180.
140.
Harms needed to match that to leave a finish. Doesn't need to go double 19, but he is going straight at it.
60.
Harms not on a finish. So still banging away in that double 19.
Game shot.
And eventually the double 19 is pinned and Gary Anderson wins back-to-back legs for the first time in this match. Unfortunately for him, he needs to win another 3 on the spin. Otherwise, his day is brought to an end. Harms has the throw in this one and a last leg decider if we go the distance.
60.
But can Sparky hold it together? Just one good leg needed. Might have to be a very good leg though.
180.
Might have to be a very, very good leg.
100. 180.
Oh, Gary. We've already seen a 9-darter. Mensur Suljevic produced one in the very first game of the day. He produced it at a crucial moment of his match as well. Gary Anderson on the charge will not produce the perfect leg.
57.
But has put himself in a very strong position to break the throw. And the pressure will be building on Wesley Harms.
81.
This game looked to be won. It looked to be in his pocket. Treble 8 or 16? Yeah.
44.
So he will leave himself double top.
$60.
15 darts thrown in this leg by Wesley Harms. He has not managed to get a dart at a double.
Game shot.
Had he done so, it would have been a match dart. But now, Gary Anderson, 3 legs on the spin, throwing to level the match at 5-all. His average has actually climbed just above that of Wesley Harms. It's 95.
57.
This is what the greatest players in the game can do. They make a 95 look average look just a bit rubbish, really. This is nowhere near Gary Anderson, we know, and yet
81.
95 average, and he might have Wesley Harms rattled.
100.
I can tell you that Peter Wright, the world champion, has just crept through into round 3, a 6-5 win over Adam Huckvale, but James Wade will go no further, beaten 6-1 convincingly by the demolition man Darren Webster, who's averaged more than 102.
60.
Another big name toppled in Players Championship 3. Will Gary Anderson be joining them? He looks the better player right now, but it will not matter if Wesley Harms can find one good leg in the last leg decider where he does have the throw. If we find 2 great visits here, he might turn it around.
180.
180 number 3 for Gary Anderson. They have come in the last 3 legs.
95.
Oh, well, he was looking at the bullseye. 25 would have left 170 check out. As it is, he will not be able to pressurise this. Double top again for the Flying Scotsman, and this goes. And Gary Anderson has drawn himself level from 5-1 down.
$100.
We're talking about the players in this half of the draw. Some big names have gone out. Gary Anderson.
180.
This is some turnaround. This is some turnaround. He might not be joining the likes of Price, Cross, Gurney.
60.
Nathan Aspinall, in fact, survived 3 match darts.
$45.
Just the 45. An opening for Harms. the Dutchman, who, a reminder, not only had never beaten Gary Anderson, but had been annihilated every time he'd played him on telly in high-profile events, the Grand Slam of darts.
117.
Anderson on a bogey number. He cannot finish 159. That means Harms has got 6 darts to see off 201. He might only need 4. He might only need 4, because that is a magnificent setup shot from Wesley Harms. And after battling back from 5-1 down, Gary Anderson,
59.
the 2-time world champion, may not get a match dart. Double 12. Double 6. And Wesley Harms holds it together. An incredible comeback from the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson. For the first time in his career, Wesley Harms holds it together to beat the Flying Scotsman. I think he was just telling Gary there that the nerves were getting to him. A big moment in Wesley Harms' career. He's through to the 3rd round of a PDC Players' Championship event for the first time, and he sees off Gary Anderson as well. He will take on the winner of Jeff Riedersvan or Harold Leitinger. We'll show you that game on the streaming board of PDC TV.